Never come back here again, you broken, useless woman. If I see you around my house ever again, I'm calling the police on you. And then you could be taken away and turned into a proper adult in the society. Although, I wish I could have done that to you this time, but then I would have had to explain that to my son.
No matter what you say, I think it's you who should have the police called on them. You just punched me in the face. What kind of person thinks it's okay to punch a younger woman in the face for no good reason?
What's wrong with me punching a supposed robber in the face and kicking them out of my house? I know what you were here for, and I'm not gonna let your hidden intentions take a hold of my family.
A robber? I am your son's fiancé, for crying out loud. Why would I ever want to rob my own fiancé's dad? Why would I want to rob anyone, for that matter? I was just there to come and meet you, yet you stepped out of line the moment I came in and didn't even talk to me first about what you were suspecting.
Who cares at this point whether or not you're my son's fiancé or not? I don't even approve of you marrying him. Gosh, why did he have to end up with a woman like you? He has so much potential, and I've shown him so many other women that would fall for him in a heartbeat. All he has to do is just listen to me, and he'll have a much better woman that he can marry, who I know we can trust to be a good young wife for everyone.
What do you mean, why has he ended up with a woman like me? All I said was that I grew up with a single mother and that she was the only one to really raise me while I was going through school. I never did anything to you that would have come off as rude or hostile, right? And I definitely wasn't robbing you of anything.
You bringing yourself and that past of yours into my house is very rude of you, actually. Alright? My family is very famous, and we have a name to uphold in this city, in this state even. And seeing someone like you trying to sneak into my family is very recognizable. I've seen women like you before that try and get into rich and famous families, with the purpose of leeching off them like a nasty parasite. And not just me, but so have a lot of my colleagues as well. And if they see me letting a roach like you into my house again, they will begin to think differently of me in a far worse way. I'm sure whoever the man was that impregnated your mom, he's lucky to have run away from you all. He probably knew at first glance that you and your mother were both going to end up as useless members of this great society.
Huh? So in other words, you're just judging me harshly for being from a single mother household and are using that as reason to push me away? I have to say, you've made a situation that could very well put you behind bars, Geoff. This could have gone a lot better had you just expressed your concerns with me in the first place and let me explain myself a bit more to you so that you could understand who I am. But that probably wouldn't have made a difference anyway in the end.
The law doesn't care about what I've done to protect myself from a robber like you. Heck, if I had a weapon on me, I could have done you in, and there would be no one against me because I had to protect my son in this house. Ah, and another thing. All you moneyless people are truly thieves. You only live to try and get into us rich people's lives and take what we worked so hard for, right? Well, today our interaction has taught me a very good lesson. I'm going to need to invest in better house security now that I see more rats like you on the horizon trying to dig their way into my money.
Man, I'm actually amazed by you. You must be talented in talking and regurgitating such garbage all the time. Today you've really made yourself look like a textbook example of a greedy villain from some movie, and that's kind of hilarious, actually.
A villain? I'm the hero of this world. It's because of people like me who have bled for the position they're in that you lowlives and you moneyless people have the chance to even be able to live. You're the ones that get to have unemployment because you're too lazy and useless to get a job. And that all comes from the money I make. And you think, after living off all of that I've sacrificed for this world, you could come in and become part of my family now? Stop trying to make me laugh. This company of mine employs thousands of people that are below me. And if you wanted, I'd give you a job as well in the company. But I know you'd never be thankful for my kindness. So I'd rather you stay away from the greatness I offer this world.
I have a job right now, and it's working for someone that's a bit less egotistical than you. And me wanting to marry your son wasn't me trying to come into your family with any bad intentions, actually. I just wanted to marry your son, Ben, because I love him and he means the world to me.
That's the same thing. You marrying my son will make you a part of my family and have access to all my things that I've worked hard for. Who do you think will allow you to do that? It won't be me, I promise you that. Ben has been in countless newspapers with articles all written about how amazing of a young elite man he is. He is a star, shining bright in this city of mine. And you have no right taking him off his pedestal with whatever emotions you have for him. If he's going to be swayed by love, it better be to a woman that I approve of. Someone that's a celebrity, or comes with wealth.
But Ben wants to be married to me as well. He doesn't want to be with a celebrity or some stuck-up rich girl. We've already talked about all of this before and about the reason why he's choosing to be with me over all the countless other beautiful and wealthy women he could be with. And his reasoning was that someone like me didn't grow up in wealth or as someone that's a natural-born model, and that's what makes someone like me down to earth and special to him.
I don't care about what he thinks he wants. I am his father, and not only his father, but his CEO as well. Everything I say to him, he must abide by. And that's because everything I say is correct. He has an image to uphold for his family. And that image cannot be tainted by someone that the rest of this world's high society doesn't deem important. Do you understand?
Really? You're that important and powerful of a man, then, that everything you say is right?
I am. But I'm sure a lowlife like you would never be able to understand my power. I do not approve of the marriage between my elite son and some lowlife who was only raised by her mother. If my punch to your face has helped you understand that, then get lost, you moneyless thief.
But my mom is the chairman of your company.
You're a lying piece of trash. Nice try, but you'll never be able to get me to say sorry to you.
All right, I understand. It seems that this man is not the kind of person I'd assumed he'd be when making him my CEO. For a while now, he's been doing a decent job at what he's been tasked with, but I never really knew him well enough to say that I've seen something like this coming from him. That's what it seems, though, Mom. I was surprised by how badly he treated me. I've never even been treated that badly in my life, let alone been punched. I get that he's got a huge misunderstanding of my situation and everything, but for him to take it so far that he'd physically hit me is just mind-boggling to me. What has Ben been saying about this? I'm sure after what he had to witness, he's in a pretty tough spot with his dad. For the longest time now, he's struggled in dealing with his dad, actually. Ever since he was born, his dad made it very clear that Ben couldn't have a life of his own and that he was the only one who could make choices for him. That's why originally I was going to introduce myself and ask his dad to allow me to marry his son. I tried my best to sell to him that I would be a great wife to his son and him when I married into the family. But I think me saying that I've only been raised by you led him to believe there's something wrong with me, and that he's not the man that'll allow anyone with a perceived imperfection to be with his perfect and elite son. So much for that now, and I regret that I ever brought anything about myself up to him. If he was going to be that upset about it, I should have just lied to him to get his approval, and then after the marriage took Ben as far away as I could from him. I'm sure Ben's pretty upset by this as well. I myself never saw Geoff as being that sort of hideous man. This is my fault for letting him think he could get away with such a thing. Maybe the position of CEO is too much for him, and he thinks that in that position he's something better than everyone else and above the law, which really scares me. But him becoming a CEO does kind of make him a big deal, right? I mean, he's in charge of a lot of your company now, and without someone in that position, you'd have a very hard time keeping your company under control. So there was no helping him from being corrupted by power and the name he has now. He must have done something for the company that made you trust him, and that means it's fine letting him stay in that position. However, it would be nice for him to go to 1 or 2 ethics classes in the near future. No matter how good he's doing at his job, if he has a terrible personality, then he's not worth being in the company. If this is how he's acted out towards you, then I'm sure a lot of the employees within the company have felt the same kind of wrath. I'm going to start a very thorough investigation into him and have him fired at the end of it. I want to know what others in the company think of him, and I want to see what else he's done that I'd never guessed he'd do. That way I'll have all the evidence stacked against him, just in case he thinks he can try and fight me in this company on my decision. And also, punching my own daughter like that, I cannot allow that sort of behavior. I bet he'd never have done something like that if I came along with you to meet him. Can you make sure to take pictures of your face and everything that's bruised up or swollen so that we can use the pictures later as even more evidence? I just want to make sure we have everything covered before taking care of that gross pile of garbage. I'm fine though, Mom. He actually sucks at throwing punches, and so that last one was like taking a pillow to the face. I get that you need to do something about him, and I do want you to make sure he pays for his way of thinking. But above the physical pain I feel right now, having to see Ben as sad as he is right now is heartbreaking to me. He was the one that brought me along to meet his dad, and now he feels some sort of responsibility for what's happened. I've told him that he doesn't need to feel sorry, but every time he sees my black eye, he starts to cry a lot. You have a black eye now, too? Make sure that you start putting ice around it to help it all go away soon. And as for you and Ben, I think you need to go have a long talk about this with him and explain that he really doesn't have to feel any sort of responsibility for what happened. I'm not sure even he thought his father could stoop as low as he did. And I'll make sure not to step into that. It's your guys' decision. You're old enough now and at that point in your life where you need to be there for him and comfort him when he's at his weakest. I'm sure what would really make him happy is talking all this through after he's done crying. Yeah, all right. I'll do that. Just know that I myself feel sorry for never noticing the true man that's been Geoff. So don't worry about him anymore. I'll take care of him for you. And I'll make sure he gets to see all the damage he's caused by acting like an entitled child. Just focus on your soon-to-be husband. I totally understand now why Ben has hated his dad so much. The only thing is, no matter what his dad does to him, he always seems to want to stay by his dad's side. I really don't want him to think that he has to be tethered to his dad anymore and that he can leave whenever he wants because he's an adult. Ben, he still wants to get married to you even now, right? Of course. No matter what anyone has to say about us, we know that we'll be at our happiest when we get married. For example, even if you were against us, we'd still get married. I know you never would be, but if you were, I'd go as far as cutting ties with you in order to marry Ben. That's how much I love him, Mom. That kind of stubbornness is just like me, Isabel. I think so. So no matter what that idiot Geoff says to me, we'll be fine. Actually, it's kind of fun being picked on by him. Geoff really does try to go all out, making me seem like some kind of a monster at times. But he ends up sounding like a gosh darn fool in doing so. Even if it's fun now, just make sure to take care of yourself around him. That sort of mental and physical harassment that he's trying to do to you, you can only bear it for so long, so we need to make sure to handle it before you run out of strength. I'm worried about you, but I know you can handle yourself. I'll be fine, Mom. I'm just like you, right? Making me pretty dang strong. You've always been on your own, and I've learned a lot from you being a strong single mother that raised me. And so, because of what you've taught me, I'm not going to lose to some pussy of a man. I'm sorry. I'm sure that I put you through a lot of tough experiences when you were younger. Also, I bet there were plenty of times growing up that you felt that you were all alone in this world. There were times where I was lonely, but I'm still happy that I have you as my mom. You are so kind, yet strong, and for the longest time now, I've wanted to become someone like you. You really are a mother that I can brag about, Mom. Ben grew up with a mother and father and always had someone around him, but I feel that he's even lonelier now than I was back then. Thank you, Isabel. I'm happy to hear that. And I hope that soon we can help Ben escape that monster for good. We will. And you don't have to thank me. Me being able to say all these nice things about you is what makes me such a cool daughter, right? Saying something that can make you that happy without even having to think about it. I'm actually really happy to have you as my daughter, though. I honestly don't know what to say sometimes that'll show you how fortunate I am to have you. Don't worry about it. Sorry if I made you feel as though you had to praise me. I know that you're happy to have me, and I feel the same about having you. Thank you always, Mom. No, thank you always, Isabel. When this is all over, how about we all take some time off? Ben, yourself, and I go somewhere relaxing for a little while. That would be wonderful, Mom. Geoff, I have something I'd like to talk about for a moment. Is that okay with you?
Well, if it isn't the chairman. What's been going on? You know that anytime you need to talk, you could come stop by my office and chat. But anyway, has something happened?
Yes, something has happened. Geoff, do you recall anything?
Recall anything? No, the company has been doing very well lately, so nothing outside the ordinary has happened here. You should be quite aware that our company is doing much better, as a matter of fact, with me in charge.
Is that so? Well, has anything happened outside the company?
No, I have been having a splendid life outside my work that I'm very proud of. But, to be honest, I consider anything outside my life and the office my second shift of work, as I'm always on the clock.
A splendid life. I see. So then you'd consider that your splendid life would also involve punching women in the face?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about?
Seems you did quite the number on my daughter.
What? Wait. I'm sorry. I'm not really sure what you're talking about at this moment.
My daughter, Isabel. She happened to stop by your house to introduce herself and talk with you about how she'd be marrying your son. But I've been told by her that things didn't go anywhere close to plan, and you did something rather unthinkable. I've also made sure to talk with your son about this, so please do not say that you've forgotten about this.
That's... what can I say?
Tell me right now, Geoff, what did you end up doing to my daughter?
You're wrong. What happened was... well, she was talking back to me very rudely, and But say that I punched her in the face is not true. I'm sure all I did was tap her on the shoulder or something for that.
If someone were to punch you in the face, would you allow that?
I'm being serious right now. I'm sure that all of this could have been avoided in some manner, but saying that I punched her?
Well then, what's this recording that I have?
Huh? No, that's...
This is the recording that Isabel took when she was around you. And you can hear very clearly the sound of your fist hitting her cheekbone and her then falling to the ground. And I have your son as a witness to all of this happening to her. So what the hell did you plan to do after all this went down?
You have my son as a witness? What has Ben even told you about this?
He told me that his dad had punched Isabel in the face. He then followed that by saying that it's his fault this all happened and that he's sorry. Are you not embarrassed as a father to have your son be the one apologizing for your necessary actions?
That backstabbing idiot. Well, what he's told you is all false. I'm sure that she may have fallen over when I ran into her, but I never actually punched her in the face.
You told me just a second ago it was only a tap on her shoulder.
It's because of my son saying a bunch of BS to you that everything spun out of control for a second. To be real with you, if I'd known that she was your daughter...
So you're saying that if she wasn't my daughter, it'd be acceptable to physically assault her like that? Punching her in the face and giving her a black eye?
That's not what I meant by that exactly. But I do not approve of them both getting married now. I mean, I have the right to choose who is going to marry my son, since he's the one that'll be getting my position next, right?
Stop trying to change the issue here. You said some very inappropriate things to your son's fiancé and then proceeded to punch her in the face. I know that for a fact. So let's continue talking about that.
But well, this is all... You've got it all wrong. Really, I think I've been set up.
I never imagined you were this pathetic of a man. As of today, you are no longer going to be the CEO anymore.
Huh?
Get all your things together and then get out of this building.
Hold on for a second. This is all strange, right? Do you not know how much I've sacrificed for the sake of this company already?
And you're the one that chose to sacrifice all of that yourself. Now be a man and accept your fate.
But...
I have made my choice with you and it will not be changed. You should also understand that kind of mentality well enough, right, Geoff?
I understand. I'll allow it. I did in fact punch Isabella in the face by accident. And as for my son, well, I'm really sorry for what's happened.
You think I'm going to forgive you because you allow my daughter to marry your son?
Well, then what should I do to get you to forgive me? Shall I come to you and get on my hands and knees and beg? Would that be enough to make you happy?
Well, if you happened to do that for me, you might get a better understanding of the kind of trash you really are. Well, it doesn't matter now. I don't want to see you ever again, Geoff.
Please hold on, Chairman. Can you please listen to my side of the story? Hey, can you please do something about this? I never actually knew you were the daughter of the chairman.
What are you talking about?
I'm asking you to make the chairman understand my side of things. I never meant any harm back then. I was just thinking a bit too much about Ben and, well, just for right now, get your mom to understand me.
Understand you? My mom understands you and your intentions clear as day.
Right now, she believes for some reason that I actually punched you back then. You were just talking out your butt saying that.
I am not. You punched me in the face, and so I told my mom about it. Well, that's all right, though. I have that recording of what had happened, so stop trying to change the past and just prepare yourself.
Huh?
I'm taking you to court, Geoff. And I've already made a victim's report of what you've done to me. And I believe the police will begin to investigate the case here soon.
Well, wait a minute. That's going way too far. I'm trying to keep all of this within the family.
No matter what you try and say to me, I'm taking you to court. That's the whole reason I recorded us in the first place.
Then, that means you're fine with never getting to see my son again, right?
Excuse me? Why would that happen after taking you to court?
Did you hear me? He is my son, and he's my property. I plan to have him become the next CEO of this company. So if you're going to take me to court, then you better give me my things back.
Well, Ben has said that he's never going to see you again.
No frickin' way. That man respects me more than anyone else in this world. All you've been trying to do is brainwash my son.
Weren't you the one brainwashing him this whole dang time? You used your authority as his dad to take complete control of his life and never let him make his own choices. Perhaps it's time you start thinking about how he feels before you go and take everything that means anything to him away.
Shut the hell up. What does a fatherless baby like you know what a father should be like?
Me having only my mother around to raise me has nothing to do with this. I was at least able to be loved by my mom while she was still around caring for me at home. And she's taught me a lot, and still does.
And I've done the same. I've given him all the love he needs, and that's why he's an elite. I made sure to raise him the way I did so he could be happy and powerful. And we all know that being an elite is the only way to be happy in this world.
Well, Ben's happiness is achieved by being around people that love him and allow him to live a simple and calm life. And he's grown to hate you using the words elite and loser in the house. He's literally saying that he's happier anywhere besides being near you now.
What? Is that right?
I'm sure you would never have known that, right? And the reason for that is simple. You never loved Ben. Rather, you just saw him as a piece of property that you could use to make yourself look better as a man.
What the hell do you know?
Right? Of course, I don't know crap about someone like you. The only thing I do know, though, is that compared to my mom, you are like the plague.
You're nothing more than a mother's girl.
Saying it just like you're still in middle school. Stop it, Geoff. You really are not in the position to fight back anymore.
For Christ's sakes, you're nothing. Hey, please, can you come back to me? I'll promise to never step out of line again.
Geoff, do you think you can stop trying to talk to me? At this point, you and I are complete strangers.
Please? All of my family has cut ties to me, and my wife got up and left me here all alone. And as for work, I haven't been able to find any company willing to hire me.
And that's what you get. That life you're living now suits you perfectly.
Well, I've thought about and learned from everything now. Just give me one last chance, please. I really want to see Ben again.
All right, then. I'm sure you're just trying to get money from us now that you can't borrow anymore, right?
Huh?
I already know, Geoff. For the past few months, you felt sorry for yourself and have proceeded to go out late at night to play on the streets. And the story about you spending $200,000 in a single night is really buzzing on social media. You even pay people to call you CEO still because that's the only thing making you happy, right?
You even know about that?
Geoff, you have nothing to offer me or my family. All you do is push others down so that you can continue to hang on to your pride, even going as far as to ruin other people's happiness. And now that you're in a time of desperation, you are trying to get any kind of help there is, but only as long as you still feel on top. But you are a disgrace, and nobody wants you around them anymore.
What the?
As a parent, as a husband, and even as a member of society, you are a disgrace who will never be wanted. And I do not want myself or those that I care about being around you.
I have really thought about everything that's happened and learned my lesson. Do you really think it's okay to say such heartless things like that to someone who's already been through enough?
You've been through enough? Well, if you've really gone through enough to learn from your mistakes, then where is my apology?
Huh?
You said terrible things about me as well as assaulted me, yet I have not heard a single apology from you.
I feel like I've apologized already for that.
No. You made a poor attempt to apologize to my mom about that, but still haven't said anything to me. I always thought that those who had really gone and learned their lessons start by apologizing for what they've done. Well, it doesn't matter much now. I'd love for you to continue living in that world you call hell.
What about Ben? What's happened with him? I want to talk to my son now.
You've read that letter from him by now, right? What did he say in that letter?
He said the next time I come around you guys, he'll make me pay.
I'm sure that's hard for you to understand, but what he means is for you to stay away. So please respect his wants and leave us alone. I know that you've never been good at respecting him, but your life depends on it this time. So make this the last thing you can be good for and stay the hell away.
Why? I think it'd be okay for you guys to at least forgive me a little. Right now, I'm super close to even losing my own house and having to live on the streets.
No matter what you say to me, I've made my choice and it will not be changed. I'm like my mom, Geoff, a stubborn woman. After that, I blocked Geoff's phone number and since then have not heard from him again. In his case, he was surrounded by loads of debt and lost his house to the bank. And when he went begging for someone to help him, there wasn't a soul around willing to give him a hand. He also lost all connections to his family, and his wife divorced and ran away from him. He lost his job as the CEO and now has a very difficult time finding any work besides part-time gigs. With all of that pressure crushing his own rotten soul, he ran far from the city we were all in, off to somewhere nobody knows. There are some rumors that maybe he borrowed money from loan sharks and that he was abducted by them when he never paid them back in time. But no matter what the truth may be for his disappearance, I'd like to know because a man with his kind of fragile pride must be in shambles. As for me and my life, I was able to buy a brand new house, and both Ben and I have been living there starting our new life together. And in Ben's case, he took over the role as CEO from his dad and is now being supported with the help of my mom, making his next year for the company look outstanding compared to when his dad ran the place. Ben was also able to forget a lot of the horrible memories he had of his dad and didn't feel as much spite towards him, which is a relief for me. Now he has his job as the CEO to focus on, and that's really helped him get over his dad. I'm so glad that I get to be with Ben now and that he's even more happy. And knowing that he no longer has to struggle with his dad has made me even happier.
Hey,
Who's this?
it's Roman.
Hi, Roman. Did something happen?
Yes, your employees didn't say hi to me. I came all the way here to visit the construction site, Don't they have common sense?
Oh, I'm so sorry for that. Maybe they were busy or doing other tasks when you came in. My employees are usually very friendly and courteous.
They were clearly ignoring me on purpose. You should train them better.
Oh, are you sure? I never got any complaints from anyone, so I don't think they did that.
Excuse me? Look, if they decide to ignore me next time, I will do something. And I mean it. Anyways, where the hell are you?
I'm actually about 80 feet from the ground right now. You should see me from there.
Isn't it common sense for the leader to greet me first?
I didn't know you were coming.
I sent you an email.
I would have appreciated if you'd called the office also.
Are you talking back at me?
No, I just said that if you did, I would have reminded all of my employees and greeted you first.
You should always be prepared, whether I come or not. Also, my company is your main contractor. So if you argue with me, I can tell my boss anytime and crush this place. So you better apologize to me now.
Oh, please don't do that. Sorry about everything and talking back.
Hey, here's a better idea. Why don't you stop texting and come down?
I'll be there in less than a min.
Seriously? Are you going to make me wait? Why don't you jump off or something?
I won't do that, but I will sprint. Sorry for making you wait.
Hurry up! Oh my god, you're so useless! Who do you think is feeding you? Can't believe a woman is in charge. I also never heard the words, thank you, from you.
Your company is, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I have a question, though. What's wrong with a woman being a leader? There are lots of women who are leaders now.
Because other women have common sense, are respectful, make good decisions, are trusting. I can go on and on with this list. Basically, something you aren't.
Do you even know me to say things like that? This is our 5th time meeting.
Look, if you want to argue, I'd be happy to terminate the contract right now.
What? No, oh, please don't do that. Our employees won't be able to make a living.
That doesn't matter to me, because if that happens, it's going to be your fault. By the way, wasn't the construction a little slow today? Can you explain to me about that?
Well, one person is absent due to illness.
Seriously? Why didn't you tell me about it earlier?
Oh, did you want me to?
Yes. If there's a delay, it affects our company. So tell that person to come to work right now. Male or female?
Male?
Tell me his name.
Why do you need to know?
Just tell me. You can't listen to me?
His name is Jackson.
Jackson Verlies?
Yes?
I'm going to visit him from now, because I want to know what he's doing. I bet he's playing video games.
No, he's not. He's really sick.
How do you know that? He might be faking it.
Because I trust my employees.
That's bullshit. You hire failures who usually don't get hired anywhere, right? Like juvenile delinquents, right?
There are no failures. I hired them because they were passionate about this job. I don't judge people because of their backgrounds.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, maybe you can give us a hand? This construction can be done on time and won't affect your company.
Sorry, too late. I already left to check on this slacker.
Hey, Allison! Why is Roman at my house?
Ugh, I'm so sorry about that. He wanted to check what you're doing since you took off work today. He's just there to waste time, so you can just ignore him. You can tell him that you're at the hospital or something.
I actually answered the intercom by accident.
Ugh, I'm so sorry. I should have kept my mouth shut, but if I did, you guys would have lost your jobs, and I didn't want that to happen. What is he saying?
I understand. If I was in your position, I would have done that same thing. Hey, I really appreciate what you've done for me in the past, so don't worry about it. He said, "Let me in right now," while banging on the door.
Thanks, Jackson. Wow, really?
Yeah, it's an apartment, so there are other people too. Give me a break.
You didn't let him in, right?
I did, because he was repeating that he was going to fire me in a really loud voice. I'm in the bathroom now, actually.
Ugh, what a disgusting person. This is harassment, so can you save the intercom video and possibly what he's about to say to you from now? If you feel sick, you don't need to do that, okay? I don't want your cold to get worse.
Sure, I actually have a pocket camera, so I will record everything. I really don't care if my cold gets worse, because he's been doing terrible things to people at our company. So I want to take revenge on him.
Oh, please take it easy. What? Like what?
He forcefully asked a few female workers for their numbers, mixed citric acid in our drinks, saying it's a prank, purposely putting things in the way so someone can fall so he can laugh about it, and so on.
That's terrible. I didn't know about this. Why didn't you tell me?
I couldn't, because he told me that if I told you, this might become a big deal, and he would terminate the contract. Everyone, including me, is very thankful of you, so I didn't want that to happen.
Listen, my employees' lives are the most important thing for me.
Thank you, Allison. I'm so happy that you're my boss. Anyway, I need to go talk to him now.
Oh, thanks, Jackson. Be careful, okay? Just pretend to listen to him and focus on recording. I'm gonna start gathering evidence what he has done at our company so he can get fired.
How nice would that be? I will definitely help you. Well, after I get well, though.
Actually, I might ask you to do something for me. I'll let you know soon. Please, just get well soon, okay? I'm gonna be twice as busy now because I have to research and monitor this asshole when he comes here.
Sure, please, ask me anything. I will take care of him today, so you can focus on your job.
Thank you very much. Did he talk to Roman?
Yeah, I did. He attacked me. He yelled at me, pushed me, threw stuff at me, and punched me. Sorry I couldn't text you.
What? Are you serious? Are you okay?
Yes, I actually did it on purpose, because I don't want any other employees to experience this. Plus, I got it on camera. I need to take at least 3 days off from work, if that's okay with you. I'm pretty hurt.
Of course you can. Actually, you can come back until you're fully recovered. I'm so sorry that I couldn't help you. Oh my god, I feel so terrible right now.
That's okay. I need to pay my bills so I can go back to work within 3 days.
This company has paid leave, so you'll still get paid even if you take off from work, so please rest until you're fully recovered, okay?
Thank you, Allison.
I'm so pissed right now. I'll make sure to take revenge on him. Not physically, but in a legal way. You have the evidence, so it'll be easy.
Can you tell me when you'll tell him?
Sure, I'll send you screenshots. Anyways, hey, if you need anything, reach out to me anytime, okay?
Please do. It's a good way to kill time. Thank you.
Roman, where the hell are you? Are you serious? You hurt Jackson and now Amanda?
I'm on my way back to my company. Sorry, that was an accident.
You call that an accident? She could have broken a bone or suffered from a brain injury.
All I did was kick the ladder because Jackson pissed me off yesterday. Plus, your employees ignored me again. It's 20 feet, so it's not a big deal. I was okay when I once fell. I was surprised that you dived in to catch her.
You didn't tell us that you'd be coming in today, too. She sprained her ankle, so I brought her to the hospital. I also need to be checked, too.
So what? Didn't I tell you yesterday that you should always be prepared, whether I come or not? Seriously? Tell her to shake it off and go back to work. You too.
Are you serious? Okay, you know what? You just crossed the line by hurting her.
I just told you that this was an accident. It's her fault because she was in the way.
She was just doing her job.
Yeah? Well, an incompetent worker deserves that anyways. Don't you think so?
She's an excellent worker, Roman. You're such an ass. You should be prepared for what's coming.
What did you just say? Remember that we are your main contractor. If you report about this, I can terminate the contract right now.
Go ahead. You'll face problems, though.
I would like to see that.
I just filed a damage report.
You what?
You heard me. I asked one employee to file it for me because you hurt Jackson and Amanda, and I know that there are other victims other than them.
Who filed it?
I don't need to tell you.
You can't listen to me? You guys are subcontractors, so you need to listen to me.
Do you have anything else to say besides that?
Excuse me? Are you making fun of me? Okay, you know what? I will terminate the contract right now. Too bad you just ruined your employees' lives. You guys will probably need to live on the streets. I feel bad for you guys.
Talk all you want, but the damage report has already been filed.
Bitch, I will make your life a living hell.
Aren't you at the bottom position at your company, though? Are you in the position to decide what you want to do with the contract?
Bottom position? I'm the #1 employee that the company is counting on. So yes, I can decide what to do.
If you do, you need a valid reason to terminate the contract, you know. Do you have one?
Yes, I do. You blamed everything on me, even though it was only an accident.
Because it is, and it was not an accident. It was an assault.
No, it's not. Hey, I'm done talking. So can I call my boss right now to notify about terminating the contract with you?
I don't think that a big company would go for that just for one employee.
Like I said, I'm the #1 employee, so he will probably listen to me.
Actually, you don't need to do anything because I'll terminate the contract from my end. How does that sound? I'm tired of your bullshit.
Seriously?
Yes, you have no complaints towards that, right?
Are you sure about this?
Yes, why not? I'll just find another contractor.
I don't think there are other companies that are going to be one because your company is small. Well, that doesn't matter to me though. Good luck.
It's true that we're a small company, but since you became our ad, we're gonna get flooded with orders.
What the hell are you talking about? Ad?
I think it's called viral marketing. Thank you very much.
I'm so confused right now.
Check your name on social media.
WTF? Why are there videos of me? Who took these?
My important employees. They recorded every time you did something to them because they thought it would come in handy later on. They're smart, right?
Hey, this is just a communication between workers. Plus, this is an invasion of privacy to post it on the internet.
You can sue me if you want to. It's just gonna be a waste, though.
What?
Your info. It's already leaked.
Damn it, my name and pictures are shown. Also, the screenshots of the conversation we had.
Yeah, and? Are you gonna sue me?
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to call my boss right now to sue you. We are one of the biggest companies in the industry, so we can easily crush a small company like yours.
Oh, you didn't hear anything? You're getting fired.
What?
Your boss called me 20 minutes ago and said that he would like to keep the contract because it would be a huge loss if we terminate with them. But I told him that I don't want to work at a company that has a scumbag like you, so we agreed to continue the contract and fire you.
The company agreed to that?
Yeah, they did without any hesitation, so you're done. They were gonna fire you anyways, even though this didn't happen because you got a lot of complaints.
What? Seriously?
So, I guess we're strangers now, so I don't need to talk to you anymore. Thank God.
The company will never abandon me. They need me.
If you don't believe me, why don't you go talk to them?
I will. You don't need to tell me that.
Hey Jackson, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. Thank you so much for the screenshots. He hurt Amanda too? Seriously?
Yeah, she has a sprained ankle, but she should be okay.
Wow, he is such a disgusting person. I want to punch him in the face if I see him somewhere.
I understand how you feel, but if you choose violence, you'll be on the same level he is.
True. Sorry for being pissed.
It's okay. Hey, thank you so much for uploading videos on social media. I remember you telling me that you were good with computers, so that's why I asked you. You even put subtitles on it.
No problem. It was a piece of cake for me. Plus, I enjoyed doing it. This was a brilliant plan. That's the only thing I can do, though. I also thank everyone for sending me videos. I'm surprised that everyone had one each.
I should have installed security cameras so that I could have caught even more evidence, though. That's more than enough. I'm not good with computers, so I really appreciate it. Yeah, Roman was being such a dick from the beginning, so everyone had their guard up.
Don't blame yourself. Phones have higher resolution and more details. Good for them. I want to know how he got hired in the first place.
That's exactly what I thought, too.
What's he doing now?
He's talking to his boss and probably begging to stay.
Wow. He's wasting his time. He should just give up and quit.
Yeah, exactly. His boss didn't care about him or his excuses.
What's going to happen next? I want to know.
Not sure, but I'll definitely keep you updated.
Hey, Allison, can I go there from now?
Why?
When I returned to the company, my boss told me to go apologize to you.
Of course they'll say that. You should have apologized to me a long time ago. I'm not gonna accept the apology even if you come here. I don't want to see a scumbag like you ever again.
Please? My parents are sick of me, and I need to rebuild their trust.
Okay, and? So the apology is not for me and my employees. Also, it's not for your company?
Sorry, the apology is for everybody involved.
I don't believe that at all. You just want to save yourself, right? I'm not gonna listen to you. I have an idea. Why don't you just turn yourself to the police instead of coming here?
Police? Why?
For causing an injury for 2 of my employees. I actually have both caught on video.
Causing an injury? I didn't do anything to Jackson, and Amanda just sprained her ankle. Stop exaggerating the story.
You threw stuff and punched Jackson, and did you just say just? If I didn't catch her, she would have broken her leg or suffered from a brain injury. Also, I know that you did something to my employees, so each of them is going to sue you.
What the hell did I do?
You'll eventually know. Let me think. All the fees for assault and harassment. Wow, I can't imagine how much that's going to be.
Wait, I will apologize. I was really happy to get a job at a big company, so I just got carried away.
Too late. You should have thought about the consequences you'll face before you did something. You didn't deserve to work for a big company or any company at all.
Please give me another chance. I know I made a mistake and learned from it.
Do you want to come work at my company?
Seriously? Really? May I?
Yes.
Thank you so much. I knew you're really nice. I'm not going to cause any trouble and work extra hard.
Actually, you know what? Maybe not, because you don't like the fact that a woman is in charge, right? He got charged with assault and harassment and had to pay fine and compensation for almost all of the employees with a total of $20 million. He drowned in debt, unable to pay even his rent, so he got kicked out of his house and is now living on the streets. He can't even find a new job because of his criminal record and being viral on social media. On the other hand, this incident has raised my company's profit, and we're now one of the biggest companies in the industry. I know it's a bad way, but he deserved this because he treated my employees like shit. Jackson and Amanda are completely healed and came back to work. As a boss, I'll continue to protect my employees whatsoever.
Hey,
Who's this?
it's Roman.
Hi, Roman. Did something happen?
Yes, your employees didn't say hi to me. I came all the way here to visit the construction site. Don't they have common sense?
Oh, I'm so sorry for that. Maybe they were busy or doing other tasks when you came in. My employees are usually very friendly and courteous.
They were clearly ignoring me on purpose. You should train them better.
Oh, are you sure? I never got any complaints from anyone, so I don't think they did that.
Excuse me? Look, if they decide to ignore me next time, I will do something. And I mean it. Anyways, where the hell are you?
I'm actually about 80 feet from the ground right now. You should see me from there.
Isn't it common sense for the leader to greet me first?
I didn't know you were coming.
I sent you an email.
I would have appreciated if you'd called the office also.
Are you talking back at me?
No, I just said that if you did, I would have reminded all of my employees and greeted you first.
You should always be prepared, whether I come or not. Also, my company is your main contractor. So if you argue with me, I can tell my boss anytime and crush this place. So you better apologize to me now.
Oh, please don't do that. Sorry about everything and talking back.
Hey, here's a better idea. Why don't you stop texting and come down?
I'll be there in less than a min.
Seriously? Are you going to make me wait? Why don't you jump off or something?
I won't do that, but I will sprint. Sorry for making you wait.
Hurry up! Oh my god, you're so useless! Who do you think is feeding you? Can't believe a woman is in charge. I also never heard the words, thank you, from you.
Your company is, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I have a question, though. What's wrong with a woman being a leader? There are lots of women who are leaders now.
Because other women have common sense, are respectful, make good decisions, are trusting. I can go on and on with this list. Basically, something you aren't.
Do you even know me to say things like that? This is our 5th time meeting.
Look, if you want to argue, I'd be happy to terminate the contract right now.
What? No, oh, please don't do that. Our employees won't be able to make a living.
That doesn't matter to me, because if that happens, it's going to be your fault. By the way, wasn't the construction a little slow today? Can you explain to me about that?
Well, one person is absent due to illness.
Seriously? Why didn't you tell me about it earlier?
Oh, did you want me to?
Yes. If there's a delay, it affects our company. So tell that person to come to work right now. Male or female?
Male?
Tell me his name.
Why do you need to know?
Just tell me. You can't listen to me?
His name is Jackson.
Jackson Verlies?
Yes?
I'm going to visit him from now, because I want to know what he's doing. I bet he's playing video games.
No, he's not. He's really sick.
How do you know that? He might be faking it.
Because I trust my employees.
That's bullshit. You hire failures who usually don't get hired anywhere, right? Like juvenile delinquents, right?
There are no failures. I hired them because they were passionate about this job. I don't judge people because of their backgrounds.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, maybe you can give us a hand? This construction can be done on time and won't affect your company.
Sorry, too late. I already left to check on this slacker.
Hey, Allison! Why is Roman at my house?
Ugh, I'm so sorry about that. He wanted to check what you're doing since you took off work today. He's just there to waste time, so you can just ignore him. You can tell him that you're at the hospital or something.
I actually answered the intercom by accident.
Ugh, I'm so sorry. I should have kept my mouth shut, but if I did, you guys would have lost your jobs, and I didn't want that to happen. What is he saying?
I understand. If I was in your position, I would have done that same thing. Hey, I really appreciate what you've done for me in the past, so don't worry about it. He said, "Let me in right now," while banging on the door.
Thanks, Jackson. Wow, really?
Yeah, it's an apartment, so there are other people too. Give me a break.
You didn't let him in, right?
I did, because he was repeating that he was going to fire me in a really loud voice. I'm in the bathroom now, actually.
Ugh, what a disgusting person. This is harassment, so can you save the intercom video and possibly what he's about to say to you from now? If you feel sick, you don't need to do that, okay? I don't want your cold to get worse.
Sure, I actually have a pocket camera, so I will record everything. I really don't care if my cold gets worse, because he's been doing terrible things to people at our company, so I want to take revenge on him.
Oh, please take it easy. What? Like what?
He forcefully asked a few female workers for their numbers, mixed citric acid in our drinks, saying it's a prank, purposely putting things in the way so someone can fall, so he can laugh about it, and so on.
That's terrible. I didn't know about this. Why didn't you tell me?
I couldn't, because he told me that if I told you, this might become a big deal, and he would terminate the contract. Everyone, including me, is very thankful of you, so I didn't want that to happen.
Listen, my employees' lives are the most important thing for me.
Thank you, Allison. I'm so happy that you're my boss. Anyway, I need to go talk to him now.
Oh, thanks, Jackson. Be careful, okay? Just pretend to listen to him and focus on recording. I'm gonna start gathering evidence what he has done at our company so he can get fired.
How nice would that be? I will definitely help you. Well, after I get well, though.
Actually, I might ask you to do something for me. I'll let you know soon. Please, just get well soon, okay? I'm gonna be twice as busy now because I have to research and monitor this asshole when he comes here.
Sure, please, ask me anything. I will take care of him today, so you can focus on your job.
Thank you very much. Did you talk to Roman?
Yeah, I did. He attacked me. He yelled at me, pushed me, threw stuff at me, and punched me. Sorry I couldn't text you.
What? Are you serious? Are you okay?
Yes, I actually did it on purpose, because I don't want any other employees to experience this. Plus, I got it on camera. I need to take at least 3 days off from work, if that's okay with you. I'm pretty hurt.
Of course you can. Actually, you can come back until you're fully recovered. I'm so sorry that I couldn't help you. Oh my god, I feel so terrible right now.
That's okay. I need to pay my bills so I can go back to work within 3 days.
This company has paid leave, so you'll still get paid even if you take off from work, so please rest until you're fully recovered, okay?
Thank you, Allison.
I'm so pissed right now. I'll make sure to take revenge on him. Not physically, but in a legal way. You have the evidence, so it'll be easy.
Can you tell me when you'll tell him?
Sure, I'll send you screenshots. Anyways, hey, if you need anything, reach out to me anytime, okay?
Please do. It's a good way to kill time. Thank you.
Roman, where the hell are you? Are you serious? You hurt Jackson and now Amanda?
I'm on my way back to my company. Sorry, that was an accident.
You call that an accident? She could have broken a bone or suffered from a brain injury.
All I did was kick the ladder because Jackson pissed me off yesterday. Plus, your employees ignored me again. It's 20 feet, so it's not a big deal. I was okay when I once fell. I was surprised that you dived in to catch her.
You didn't tell us that you'd be coming in today, too. She sprained her ankle, so I brought her to the hospital. I also need to be checked, too.
So what? Didn't I tell you yesterday that you should always be prepared, whether I come or not? Seriously? Tell her to shake it off and go back to work. You too.
Are you serious? Okay, you know what? You just crossed the line by hurting her.
I just told you that this was an accident. It's her fault because she was in the way.
She was just doing her job.
Yeah? Well, an incompetent worker deserves that anyways. Don't you think so?
She's an excellent worker, Roman. You're such an ass. You should be prepared for what's coming.
What did you just say? Remember that we are your main contractor. If you report about this, I can terminate the contract right now.
Go ahead. You'll face problems, though.
I would like to see that.
I just filed a damage report.
You what?
You heard me. I asked one employee to file it for me because you hurt Jackson and Amanda, and I know that there are other victims other than them.
Who filed it?
I don't need to tell you.
You can't listen to me? You guys are subcontractors, so you need to listen to me.
Do you have anything else to say besides that?
Excuse me? Are you making fun of me? Okay, you know what? I will terminate the contract right now. Too bad you just ruined your employees' lives. You guys will probably need to live on the streets. I feel bad for you guys.
Talk all you want, but the damage report has already been filed.
Bitch, I will make your life a living hell.
Aren't you at the bottom position at your company, though? Are you in the position to decide what you want to do with the contract?
Bottom position? I'm the #1 employee that the company is counting on. So yes, I can decide what to do.
If you do, you need a valid reason to terminate the contract, you know. Do you have one?
Yes, I do. You blamed everything on me, even though it was only an accident.
Because it is, and it was not an accident. It was an assault.
No, it's not. Hey, I'm done talking. So can I call my boss right now to notify about terminating the contract with you?
I don't think that a big company would go for that just for one employee.
Like I said, I'm the #1 employee. So he will probably listen to me.
Actually, you don't need to do anything because I'll terminate the contract from my end. How does that sound? I'm tired of your bullshit.
Seriously?
Yes. You have no complaints towards that, right?
Are you sure about this?
Yes, why not? I'll just find another contractor.
I don't think there are other companies that are going to be one because your company is small. Well, that doesn't matter to me though. Good luck.
It's true that we're a small company, but since you became our ad, we're gonna get flooded with orders.
What the hell are you talking about? Ad?
I think it's called viral marketing. Thank you very much.
I'm so confused right now.
Check your name on social media.
WTF? Why are there videos of me? Who took these?
My important employees. They recorded every time you did something to them because they thought it would come in handy later on. They're smart, right?
Hey, this is just a communication between workers. Plus, this is an invasion of privacy to post it on the internet.
You can sue me if you want to. It's just gonna be a waste, though.
What?
Your info. It's already leaked.
Damn it, my name and pictures are shown. Also, the screenshots of the conversation we had.
Yeah, and? Are you gonna sue me?
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to call my boss right now to sue you. We are one of the biggest companies in the industry, so we can easily crush a small company like yours.
Oh, you didn't hear anything? You're getting fired.
What?
Your boss called me 20 minutes ago and said that he would like to keep the contract because it would be a huge loss if we terminate with them. But I told him that I don't want to work at a company that has a scumbag like you, so we agreed to continue the contract and fire you.
The company agreed to that?
Yeah, they did without any hesitation, so you're done. They were gonna fire you anyways, even though this didn't happen because you got a lot of complaints.
What? Seriously?
So, I guess we're strangers now, so I don't need to talk to you anymore. Thank God.
The company will never abandon me. They need me.
If you don't believe me, why don't you go talk to them?
I will. You don't need to tell me that.
Hey, Jackson, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. Thank you so much for the screenshots. He hurt Amanda too? Seriously?
Yeah, she has a sprained ankle, but she should be okay.
Wow, he is such a disgusting person. I want to punch him in the face if I see him somewhere.
I understand how you feel, but if you choose violence, you'll be on the same level he is.
True. Sorry for being pissed.
It's okay. Hey, thank you so much for uploading videos on social media. I remember you telling me that you were good with computers, so that's why I asked you. You even put subtitles on it.
No problem. It was a piece of cake for me. Plus, I enjoyed doing it. This was a brilliant plan. That's the only thing I can do, though. I also thank everyone for sending me videos. I'm surprised that everyone had one each.
I should have installed security cameras so that I could have caught even more evidence, though. That's more than enough. I'm not good with computers, so I really appreciate it. Yeah, Roman was being such a dick from the beginning, so everyone had their guard up.
Don't blame yourself. Phones have higher resolution and more details. Good for them. I want to know how he got hired in the first place.
That's exactly what I thought too.
What's he doing now?
He's talking to his boss and probably begging to stay.
Wow. He's wasting his time. He should just give up and quit.
Yeah, exactly. His boss didn't care about him or his excuses.
What's going to happen next? I want to know.
Not sure, but I'll definitely keep you updated.
Hey, Allison, can I go there from now?
Why?
When I returned to the company, my boss told me to go apologize to you.
Of course they'll say that. You should have apologized to me a long time ago. I'm not gonna accept the apology even if you come here. I don't want to see a scumbag like you ever again.
Please? My parents are sick of me, and I need to rebuild their trust.
Okay, and? So the apology is not for me and my employees. Also, it's not for your company?
Sorry, the apology is for everybody involved.
I don't believe that at all. You just want to save yourself, right? I'm not gonna listen to you. I have an idea. Why don't you just turn yourself to the police instead of coming here?
Police? Why?
For causing an injury for 2 of my employees. I actually have both caught on video.
Causing an injury? I didn't do anything to Jackson, and Amanda just sprained her ankle. Stop exaggerating the story.
You threw stuff and punched Jackson, and did you just say just? If I didn't catch her, she would have broken her leg or suffered from a brain injury. Also, I know that you did something to my employees, so each of them is going to sue you.
What the hell did I do?
You'll eventually know. Let me think. All the fees for assaults and harassment. Wow, I can't imagine how much that's going to be.
Wait, I will apologize. I was really happy to get a job at a big company, so I just got carried away.
Too late. You should have thought about the consequences you'll face before you did something. You didn't deserve to work for a big company or any company at all.
Please give me another chance. I know I made a mistake and learned from it.
Do you want to come work at my company?
Seriously? Really? May I?
Yes.
Thank you so much. I knew you're really nice. I'm not going to cause any trouble and work extra hard.
Actually, you know what? Maybe not, because you don't like the fact that a woman is in charge, right? He got charged with assault and harassment and had to pay fine and compensation for almost all of the employees with a total of $20 million. He drowned in debt, unable to pay even his rent, so he got kicked out of his house and is now living on the streets. He can't even find a new job because of his criminal record and being viral on social media. On the other hand, this incident has raised my company's profit, and we're now one of the biggest companies in the industry. I know it's a bad way, but he deserved this because he treated my employees like shit. Jackson and Amanda are completely healed and came back to work. As a boss, I'll continue to protect my employees whatsoever.
I just purchased a $200,000 car using my son's credit card. Are there any complaints from the simple wife? I am so happy to have a doctor as a son. What? A car? For $200,000? Are you sure you don't mean a $2 toy car? My, you and your jealousy really has gotten to your head now. Sam went ahead and gifted me this $200,000 foreign sports car. I just went and signed it, and later on, I'll send you the pictures. So Sam went and bought that car for you? That's what I've been saying. All right, let me go and take a picture of it right now and send it your way. It's true, that is definitely a luxury foreign car. But I can't imagine Sam being able to afford something like this. Sam is a doctor, you know. Of course he can easily afford this. Or could it be that he doesn't buy you anything? What do you mean by that? Oh, it's simple. Since Sam doesn't love you, he doesn't buy you anything, not even a car. I mean, come on. It makes sense, right? Someone like you, Such a low-class, stupid woman is just on a completely different level from Sam. And, of course, from me as well. Sam doesn't love me? Well, that may be true. But calling me a low-class, stupid woman, huh? Exactly. You're a low-class, low-income, and uneducated woman. Am I wrong? You and I are fundamentally different kinds of people. It's almost generous of us to have to let a woman like you into this family. Look, I get it. You're really proud of the car. But can we stop this already? No, we can't stop. You see, you're seriously lacking in gratitude towards us. Your family is poor, right? You should be thankful you can even live this life thanks to us. Thanks to you? But Sam only makes $300 a month. Liar. You ugly woman. You've really lost your mind, haven't you? Not just your appearance, but now your head too. I guess that's what happens when you're poor. Everyone becomes a liar. I'm telling the truth. I've kept quiet about it until now, but I've been barely supporting him this whole time. However, I'm done with that kind of life, so we'll be getting a divorce soon. After we divorce, you'll have to take care of him, so good luck with that. Oh my goodness, you're scared. I've never seen someone so delusional. Do you need me to take you to the hospital or something? Or better yet, why not have your dear Dr. Sam take a look at you? Hey, what on earth is this all about?
Huh? No, wait, you've got it wrong. It's not what you think.
Wrong about what? What are you even talking about?
Isn't this about the engagement ring?
What? Are you saying you sold the engagement ring?
Well, yeah, there's this guy I know who's really knowledgeable about these things. He said if I was going to sell it, now's the best time. He mentioned that prices for jewelry like that are really high right now, and there's even a chance I could get more than what I originally paid for it. So I figured, why not? I thought I could get a good price for it.
Wait a second. You sold the ring? And not just any ring, my engagement ring?
Yeah, I sold yours too, but listen, I bought that ring for you, so technically it's mine. Besides, you haven't been wearing it for a while now, so I figured you didn't need it anymore. You know, since we're getting divorced and all, I thought of it as part of the separation process, like a symbolic thing.
You've got to be kidding me. This isn't about whether I'm wearing it or not. Selling the engagement ring behind my back? That's beyond messed up.
I didn't have much of a choice, okay? I was broke. You, as my wife, should just stay quiet and understand my situation.
What the hell did you just say?
Chris came by again, pressuring me to pay up. He even said that if I don't settle things soon, you might end up getting hurt too. He was desperate. I was just trying to protect you, that's all.
Wow, aren't you clever with your words? So, let me get this straight. You sold the engagement rings to protect me?
Exactly. You know how dangerous Chris can be. I was just looking out for you.
Right, but who's the one who borrowed money from someone like Chris in the first place?
Well, I didn't really have a choice. No other lenders would give me a loan. Chris, on the other hand, doesn't care about credit scores or background checks. Sure, the interest rates are high, but at least he'll lend to anyone.
Ah, I see. So you took out a high-interest loan from a dangerous guy just to blow it all on gambling. How admirable. And yet, for some reason, your mother seems to dote on you endlessly despite this kind of behavior.
No, it's not like that. My mom doesn't dote on me exactly. She just sees me as a status symbol. To her, I'm just the son of a doctor. That's all I am to her, a way for her to show off. She doesn't really care about me as a person.
That's funny, coming from the guy who bought his mom a $200,000 luxury car.
Huh? What'd you just say?
You heard me. A $200,000 luxury car. Don't play dumb. You bought that car for her, didn't you? With your credit card. I saw how thrilled your mom was about it, and she even showed me pictures of the car. Today was the delivery day, wasn't it?
Is this some kind of prank? Think about it for a second. How would I have $200,000 to spend on a car right now? I'm drowning in debt as it is, and I can barely keep my head above water.
Then explain to me why your mother has that car. She doesn't work, so there's no way she could afford something like that on her own. Your father's inheritance is long gone, too. So where did she get the money for that car?
What the hell is going on here? Hey, Mom, I heard you bought a foreign car and that I bought it for you?
Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention it to you. You left your credit card at my place, so I went ahead and used it.
What?
That foreign car. I've always wanted it. I'm so happy I finally got my hands on it.
Wait a minute, isn't that the $200,000 car?
Of course. I thought I could just tell you later, so I didn't think it was a big deal. But it's no big deal, right? I mean, $200,000 isn't that much, is it? After all, you're a doctor.
Well, it's just that,
If I had asked you to buy it before, you would have said yes anyway, right? I know I didn't tell you beforehand, and for that I'm sorry, but it's fine, isn't it?
$200,000 is a bit much, even for me.
What do you mean? Sam, you're a doctor. You can make $200,000 in just 3 months, can't you?
3 months? I mean, yeah, I'm a doctor, but I'm still pretty new to the field. I haven't even started my own practice yet, and it's not like I'm rolling in money.
Huh? What are you even talking about? You're a doctor. Act like one. You should be proud and confident. You're my pride and joy, my brilliant son. Don't get all gloomy over a mere $200,000.
Mere $200,000. You're lucky I'm only a little gloomy about it.
I don't want my proud son texting me to complain about something as trivial as this. Just let it go, okay?
Mom!
Hey, Rachel, excuse me for a moment. What is it? There are some strange people hanging around my house. They're demanding to see Sam. What? And why exactly are you telling me this? Because they can't get in touch with Sam. What's going on with him these days? Where is he? Who knows? Sam disappeared in the middle of the night, you know. He packed up and fled. What did you say? He most likely ran away to escape from his creditors. Considering the massive debt he's accumulated, especially after that additional $200,000, he looked completely desperate. There was no way out for him. Massive debt? What are you even talking about? Don't tell me, did he take on someone else's debt? Did he take over your debt by any chance? This is such a pain to explain. I've already told you before, he's practically unemployed. I've been the one earning the money and covering our living expenses. That's ridiculous. There's no way that's true. Sam is my son. The idea that he's buried in debt and unemployed is simply impossible. Besides, Sam graduated from a prestigious medical school and became a doctor. How can you even suggest that he's living such a miserable life? He quit being a doctor a long time ago. Since then, he's just been hopping between part-time jobs. He kept up the appearance of being a doctor only in front of you, his dear mother. He did indeed graduate from medical school, and that's partly true. But pretending to still be a doctor? Well, that's not as hard as it seems, especially when it comes to keeping up appearances. No, this can't be true. There's no way my son, my Sam, would do something like that. And what makes you so certain about that? Forgive me for saying this, but you've never really had any social or career accomplishments of your own, right? How dare you say something like that? That's beyond rude. I'll have you know, my parents were highly successful and influential, and my late husband was the CEO of a company. And my son Sam is a doctor. He worked hard and became a respected doctor. Sure, your parents were great, and your husband may have been a successful CEO, but what about you? What have you accomplished? Oh, what? I'm not talking about your family or their achievements. I'm asking about you. What have you personally done? Bragging about your family doesn't do anything to change the reality of our own life, does it? Well, See? You can't think of anything, can you? That's exactly why you've pinned all your hopes and dreams on Sam. You project all your ideals onto him because you don't have anything of your own. Shut up! You don't know me or my life, so stop acting like you do. I don't need to know much to see the obvious. It's written all over you. But the reality is, Sam quit being a doctor, threw himself into gambling, and became a full-blown failure. It's time for you to accept that. I refuse to believe that. My Sam is a smart, talented, and a good man. He's an honest, upstanding person, and his patients all admire and respect him. He's a doctor. Then why isn't he answering your calls? Why is he avoiding contact with his own mother? How would I know? He's probably just asleep, that's all. Sleeping in the middle of the day? It's a weekday after all. Shouldn't a doctor be working? He's probably at the hospital, obviously. Maybe he's in the middle of performing surgery or something. Surgeries can take hours, you know. That's probably why he's not picking up the phone. He's probably doing one of those complex procedures, like heart surgery. Maybe one of those bypass operations or something like that. Yes, that's it. He must be in surgery right now, saving someone's life. Is that so? Well, let's hope that's the case. Though, for the record, Sam isn't a surgeon. Whatever. The point is, there's absolutely no truth to your absurd claims about Sam being buried in debt. You're just jealous because you're poor. You really need to stop being so envious of us and our success. If you say so, but I think it's time I show you some proof. How about I send you the messages I exchanged with Sam? You'll see for yourself what's really going on. No way. This is fake. That can't be real. That's not Sam. I'm afraid you're mistaken. It is definitely Sam. This was just a few days before he ran off in the middle of the night. By that point, he was so desperate that he even pawned the engagement ring. Can you imagine? Things were that bad. And in the midst of all that, you went and bought a $200,000 luxury car with his credit card. I'm not surprised he felt like running away after that. No way. Sam doing something like this? I can't believe it. My son, of all people, could never be that kind of person. No. Oh, what's the matter? The debt collectors? They're pounding on the door demanding we bring Sam out. But he's not here. They won't stop banging. Rachel, where is Sam right now? Who knows? I certainly don't. Enough of this. You need to bring Sam back here now. He has to take responsibility for his actions. How could he do this, dragging me into a mess like this? He's an absolute disgrace of a son. You're really quick to abandon him, aren't you? It seems like Sam was right all along. He told me, you know. He said that you only saw him as a status symbol. I guess he was telling the truth. What? How dare you? Or maybe you should take responsibility. After all, you're the one who let him fall so low. It's partly your fault too, isn't it? Well, you can say whatever you want, but if you're going to start talking about responsibility, then you should acknowledge that you have some responsibility in this too. What, me? I've done nothing but raise him the best way I could. If he decided to go down this wrong path, that's his fault, not mine. I bear no responsibility. The fact that you can say that so calmly just proves how much you failed as a parent. But hey, why don't you hear it directly from him? I'll have him get in touch with you. Wait, from him? You mean Sam? Yes. Contact him immediately. Why didn't you just do that from the start? All right. Please hold on for a moment.
Mom, it's me, Sam.
Sam, what on earth is going on? Why are these people outside? Are they trying to collect something from us?
Yeah, I know they're out there. Just be careful. They can get really aggressive.
Sam, why are you talking like this is some sort of outside problem? This is your debt we're dealing with. You're the one who needs to pay it back. You can't just act like it's not your responsibility.
No, it's not just my debt. It's also your debt, Mom.
What do you mean by that?
Remember when you bought that $200,000 foreign car using my credit card? It was just a few days later that all this trouble started. You even signed the ownership documents for the car. I remember that clearly.
Yeah, I did sign it, but...
Did you actually read those documents?
I mean, I glanced at them, but...
I told you to read them carefully. I made that very clear.
Okay, but what does that matter? Why are you bringing up those documents now?
Mom, you are a co-signer on my debt. This means that if I fail to pay it back, you're also responsible for the payments.
Wait, what?
Since you went ahead and bought that $200,000 car without thinking twice, I figured you'd be okay with the idea of sharing the burden of the debt. After all, you were the one that made that purchase.
Hold on, are you saying that you tricked me into this? You deceived me?
I didn't trick you. I told you to read the documents, so it's not my fault if you chose to ignore that advice. Why didn't you read them?
Why would I read a document like that? It's ridiculous. No one reads those things. And the idea of being a co-signer, that's just absurd. I will absolutely not pay any of this debt.
Listen, I'm taking responsibility for my share of the debt, so you need to pay back the $200,000 yourself. That seems fair to me, don't you think?
No way. Why should I have to pay for your mistakes? This has nothing to do with me. I refuse to pay.
If you don't agree to this, then I will have no choice but to sue you.
Sue me? Are you serious right now?
Absolutely! I will sue you for credit card fraud. You used my card without my knowledge or consent, and that puts you in a very serious situation.
Oh my God, this can't be happening. My son, of all people, is resorting to such desperate measures.
Yes, this is your son doing what he has to do. You treated me like an accessory, like a trophy to show off. You wanted to brag about having a doctor for a son, but what's it worth if I'm just a failure now? This attitude, Mom, it reflects on both of us. We're definitely related.
Don't you dare compare me to you. I'm from an elite family. I'm wealthy and successful.
Mom, that's really pathetic. You need to stop bragging about your relatives and start focusing on your own achievements instead.
Shut up. How dare you speak to me that way?
Let's face the facts together. You need to pay back the $200,000, and I'll take care of my own debts. I'll communicate that clearly to the debt collectors, too.
$200,000? There's no way I can afford that. Please, just find some way out of this mess.
You've already exhausted Dad's inheritance. You should have thought ahead. And if you don't, this is the consequence you face. Honestly, it's not my place to say it, but someone had to tell you.
No, I can't handle $200,000 in debt. It's far too much to deal with.
Then I guess it's time to cut off contact. We'll both be better off separated.
Wait, you can't just leave me like this. I see. So you hurried to return the car and ended up getting into a serious accident, breaking your leg in the process? Now you're looking at a month of recovery, and the car was completely totaled, rendered a total loss. Please, help me. Well, that's really the only way to put it, isn't it? But let's be clear, this situation is a result of your own actions. You'll have to figure out how to deal with this yourself. Don't say something so cold. You must have enough income to support Sam, right? I'm barely getting by. He managed to earn a measly $300 a month from his reselling side hustle, which was helpful. But my income is below average, so I can't provide you with any financial assistance.
But paying back $200,000 in debt in this state is absolutely impossible. The car is destroyed, and my assets are gone. I can't live like this. Every day the debt collectors come knocking, and my only son has vanished. How am I supposed to keep going?
It's all right. Sam will come back here soon enough.
What do you mean by that?
I contacted Sam and introduced him to Chris, the debt collector. I decided that Sam couldn't get away without facing this, and they both might get some legitimate job opportunities. So, let's work together to pay off this debt, all right?
Wait, are you saying you sold us out to the debt collector?
Well, it's a reasonable demand to ask for the money that was lent. You both signed those documents, so it's all in writing.
And jobs? They're probably some shady work, right? I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want to work.
You're not a child anymore. Haven't you enjoyed living off other people's money for long enough? Maybe it's time you learned what it's like to earn your own.
How irresponsible of you.
I hear the work can be quite physically demanding, so I hope you give it your all.
You traitor, supporting the debt collector like this.
Traitor? That's quite an accusation coming from someone like you. I don't want to hear that from a thief.
How can you call me a thief? You know that I've always provided for my family. I didn't choose the situation, it just happened. And now you turn your back on me?
Providing for your family? Is that how you see it? By buying a car worth $200,000 on someone else's credit card? You've been living in denial. How long did you think you could keep this up?
You don't understand. I had to show off. I had to maintain appearances. It's what everyone expects of me.
And look where that has landed you, on the brink of bankruptcy and facing daily harassment from debt collectors. Is it worth it? Was the status worth ruining your life over?
Maybe you don't realize this, but the pressure I faced was immense. I had to keep up the facade, and now it's all coming crashing down. Do you have any idea what's that like?
I do understand. You put yourself in this position. You're the one who prioritized appearance over reality, and now the consequences are here to stay.
And then what am I supposed to do? I can't just roll over and accept this fate. I refuse to let it end like this.
You have no choice. Accept your reality and start taking responsibility. It's time to grow up and face the music. You can't keep running away from the truth.
Grow up? Easy for you to say. You're not the one who's going to be dealing with this. You're not the one facing the debt collectors every day.
No, I'm not, but I'm here to help you face it. I may not be able to fix everything, but you'll have to take some steps yourself. Start by accepting the reality of the situation.
Accept it? How can I accept that I'm drowning in debt with no way out? That my son has abandoned me?
Sam has not abandoned you. He's trying to navigate this mess just like you. He might need some time to figure things out, but he'll be back. In the meantime, you need to make changes.
I don't know how. What can I possibly do to make things right? It feels hopeless.
You can start by taking that job. It might not be ideal, but it's a step towards regaining control over your life. You have to fight back or you'll lose everything.
How can you be so sure that this will work? What if it all goes wrong?
Nothing in life is certain, but you have to try. You can't just sit here wallowing in self-pity while your situation worsens. It's time to act.
Fine, I'll consider it, but I'm not promising anything. I can't just throw myself into something without knowing what it entails.
That's fair. Just remember, if you don't take any action, you'll end up with nothing left. No son, no money, no dignity. Think about it. Danielle found herself trapped in a grim situation, having fallen into a veritable hell of debt that totaled an astonishing $200,000. It was a burden so immense that it must have felt like a weight pressing down on her very soul. After her discharge from the hospital, Danielle, alongside her son Sam, was sent to a workplace that had been arranged by a loan shark.
This wasn't just any job. It was a grim lifeline thrown to them by someone who saw them as mere pawns in a cruel game. The workplace to which they were dispatched was a factory characterized by relentless, grueling physical labor that seemed designed to drain every ounce of energy from its workers. The air was thick with the sounds of machinery, clanging metal, and the murmurs of fellow laborers who shared in their plight. Each day, Danielle and Sam trudged through their tasks, their faces etched with expressions that reflected their deep despair and hopelessness. They were caught in a cycle that felt inescapable, working under conditions that seemed intended to break their spirits. It was a punishing environment that offered little to no respite, making it clear that they were trapped in a nightmarish reality. The nature of their work was harsh and unforgiving. They were forced to labor long hours, often in extreme conditions, pushing their bodies to the limit. As they faced this grueling routine day in and day out, one couldn't help but wonder when, or even if, they would ever be able to repay such a staggering amount of debt. It felt like an insurmountable mountain looming over them, casting a long shadow that made the prospect of financial freedom seem almost laughably distant. The thought of the looming debt felt overwhelming, and it was hard to believe that they would ever see the light at the end of the tunnel. Each passing day served as a painful reminder of their circumstances, making it clear that the path to recovery was fraught with challenges. It was a cruel twist of fate that left them both grappling with the harsh realities of their situation. Danielle, in particular, must have been consumed by thoughts of how she would ever manage to climb out of the debt pit that threatened to swallow her whole. The weight of the financial burden must have been suffocating, casting a shadow over their every waking moment. It felt as if they were living in a dark tunnel, with no visible exit, and every attempt to escape was met with a new obstacle. In the midst of this struggle, a glimmer of fortune would eventually shine upon Sam. Fast forward a few years, and Sam hit the jackpot with horse racing, an unexpected turn of events that allowed him to pay off his debts all at once. It was as if luck had finally smiled upon him after all the hardship he had endured. With this newfound financial freedom, Sam decided to leave the factory behind, breaking free from the shackles of his previous life. It must have been a surreal experience for him, going through from the depths of despair to the heights of freedom in such a short time. It's almost amusing, in a way, how some people seem to have an uncanny knack for good luck, while others, like Danielle, are left to wallow in their despair. It feels almost like fate has a sense of humor, where one person's misfortune is another windfall. Sam, who had always had a streak of bad luck, suddenly found himself on the winning side of life, while Danielle remained trapped in the depths of her despair. The disparity between their outcomes must have been a bitter pill for Danielle to swallow. While one person was celebrating newfound freedom and prosperity, Danielle was left grappling with the remnants of her shattered dreams and unrelenting debt. During this tumultuous time, Danielle reached out for help, desperately calling out for someone to stay by her side. She was scared and overwhelmed, feeling as if she was drowning in a sea of loneliness and debt. She must have felt a surge of panic and desperation as she realized the depth of her situation. However, Sam, who had been his companion through thick and thin, made the heart-wrenching decision to sever ties with Danielle. He felt it was necessary to cut off the connection, especially since Danielle was only viewed him as a status symbol, failing to acknowledge his humanity or struggles. The choice must have weighed heavily on Sam's conscience. While he achieved his freedom and newfound fortune, it came at the cost of abandoning his mother who had stood by him during difficult times. The dynamics of their relationship changed drastically, and one couldn't help but feel a sense of loss and betrayal. Sam's decision to leave Danielle behind speaks to the complexities of friendship and loyalty, especially in times of crisis. The bond they had shared now lay in ruins, torn apart by the harsh realities of life and the choices they had made. As Danielle sat in the silence of her own thoughts, one could only imagine the tumult of emotions swirling within her. What must she have felt as she grappled with the reality of being left behind? Was she angry at Sam for abandoning her? Or was she simply heartbroken? It's a painful situation that forces one to control not just their own failures, but also the failures of those around them. Danielle may have been left to fend for herself, but it was clear that the emotional scars would linger for a long time.
The sense of betrayal must have been profound, leaving Danielle to ponder the true nature of friendship and loyalty. In her darkest moments, she may have questioned everything she thought she knew about the bonds they had formed. The loneliness that enveloped them must have been suffocating as she confronted the reality of her isolation. Now, as she navigates through life on her own, Danielle's feelings must be a mixed bag of anger, betrayal, and perhaps a sense of longing for the companionship she once had. The weight of loneliness must feel heavier than any financial burden she faced. It's easy to imagine her reflecting on the good times they shared, wondering if things could have been different had circumstances played out another way. Meanwhile, my own life couldn't be more different. I am currently relishing the joys of living alone, a stark contrast to Danielle's plight. The tranquility of solitude allows me to savor the freedom that comes with it. Every day, I experience the happiness of spending my hard-earned money solely for my own enjoyment and comfort. I can choose how to decorate my space, what to eat, and how to spend my time without having to consider anyone else's needs or desires. This autonomy brings me immense satisfaction. Living alone means that I have the luxury of crafting my own environment. I can surround myself with the things that bring me joy and comfort. Whether it's a cozy reading nook, a kitchen filled with my favorite snacks, or a living room decorated to reflect my personal style. Every detail is a reflection of my choices. The independence I enjoy is liberating, allowing me to create a space that feels uniquely mine. There's a profound joy in knowing that I am responsible for my own happiness and that I can curate my life to reflect my personal taste and interest. Whether it's indulging in a hobby, treating myself to a nice meal, or simply enjoying the peace and quiet of my home, every moment is a testament to my independence. I can choose to spend my evenings curled up with a good book, binge watching a favorite show, or pursuing creative projects without interruptions. Each day feels like a new opportunity to explore and enjoy life on my terms, free from the chaos that often accompanies shared living situations. Of course, I understand that living alone can come with its own set of challenges. There are moments of loneliness and times when I wish I had someone to share experiences with. However, these feelings are fleeting, and they don't overshadow the overall joy I feel in my day-to-day life. I am grateful for the ability to focus on myself and grow as an individual without the distractions or responsibilities that come with living with others. The freedom to make choices that align with my desires is a source of immense happiness. In contrast to Danielle's situation, where financial worries loom large and relationships have soured, my life is characterized by a sense of fulfillment and contentment. I can take pleasure in the little things, a warm cup of coffee in the morning, a good book, or a quiet evening spent watching my favorite shows. Each day feels like a chance to embrace life's simple pleasures and cultivate a sense of joy. The ability to enjoy my own company has enriched my life in ways I never expected. In reflecting on both Danielle's plight and my own, it becomes clear that life can take many different paths. While Danielle is ensnared in a web of debt and betrayal, I am reveling in the freedom of solitude. The contrast between our experiences highlights the unpredictable nature of life and the different outcomes that can result from the choices we make and the circumstances we find ourselves in. It's a reminder that life's journey is rarely straightforward, and the paths we choose can lead us to vastly different destinations. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Alice, have you decided whether you want to move in with us?
I've told you many times, but I have no intention of living with you.
But are you sure that you're not going to regret your decision?
Yes, I'm sure I'm not going to change my mind about this.
You're sure?
How many times are you going to ask me that?
Melanie is getting married.
Oh, really? Good for her. Congratulations.
Melanie's fiancé is still young, and he doesn't make much money.
Well, I figured as much. Melanie's still young too.
And I think the two of them will be living with us.
I see. Isn't that good news for you? I'm sure you're thrilled about this. So now there's no need for you to ask us to move in with you.
I just want to make sure that you don't regret your decision later, though.
Were you even listening to what I said up until this point?
Don't you understand that Sean wants to live with us? You're the only thing holding him back. I also miss not having him around the house. Won't you reconsider? Don't you feel bad for keeping Sean from me?
What do you want me to say? Sean and I decided together that he'd be moving out of your house when we got married.
You're a mother now. You should know how I feel. How can you not sympathize with me here?
We told you that Sean would be moving out. You were okay with our decision before. What changed? Also, I don't intend on quitting my job. I love my job. Our home is close to where both Sean and I work. If we move to your place, it will take us over an hour to get to work. It just doesn't make any sense.
That is not the point. Now that you have a daughter, doesn't it make sense for you to live with us?
You're not listening to me. You're trying to make all the decisions here. You don't know what Sean really wants. Why do you assume that moving in is what he wants?
Well, Sean is kind and he cares about his parents. He can't tell you how he really feels because you'll chew him out. If you try to listen to him, he'll tell you how he's really feeling.
Well, how about you take this up directly with Sean then? You told Melanie that Sean married the wrong person. Instead of complaining to Melanie about me, why don't you let Sean know how you really feel about me?
I would, but you don't let me see him as much as I want to. If you say yes to living together, everything will work out for the better, I assure you. And if you're going to continue working, you could use help from us in raising your child.
There's a daycare at my workplace, so I don't need your help. Why are we even having this conversation right now? Melanie and her fiancé are moving in with you, so what's the problem?
Sean is our son. I want Sean to take care of us if anything should happen to us as we get older. Melanie's fiancé needs to do the same for his family, so I can't expect them to look after us. That's why it's so important to us that your family move in with us. You should stop being so selfish and think about what's important for this family. You're part of this family now, so you should follow our rules. I haven't complained until now, but it's about time that you prioritize our needs before your own. I really do think that Sean chose the wrong person to marry. I can't rely on Melanie because she's going to be part of a new family soon. If you agree to come live with us, I'll ask Melanie and her fiancé to move out so the house won't be so overcrowded.
Isn't that a bit rude? You can't do that to Melanie and her fiancé.
Well, Sean is more important to me. I'm only being nice to you because you're married to my son. And if Sean is going to move in with us, I don't even need you to move.
I see. I understand how you feel. Do you want me to divorce Sean then? Will that make you happy?
Huh?
Well, that's what you want, isn't it? I'll divorce Sean for you.
You're not making any sense.
You just told me that you didn't need me in your family. I'll speak to Sean tonight about the divorce and your wishes for this family. I don't think that he'll want to divorce me, though. He loves me too much. I'll also let Melanie know how you feel about me.
Why do we need to involve Melanie? She has nothing to do with this.
I'm going to tell her that you're going to kick her out as soon as Sean moves in with you, and that you love Sean more than her.
There's no need for you to tell her that. You'll just end up hurting her.
What about my feelings? You seem to have no problem hurting me.
You're such a bitch. You just want to pull me apart from my family. You are a monster.
I just spoke to Melanie. She told me that her father also asked her and her fiancé to move out if Sean was going to move in. She told me that she's not going to move in with you if there's a high chance she'll be kicked out soon after that.
What? She can't do that! She already promised us she'd move in!
It seems that your husband spoke to her before you did. He told her that Sean and I are moving in with you and that there was no room for her and her fiancé. She was really angry with her father after that. She has no intention of moving in with you anymore.
Well, how come Melanie didn't come to me first?
Melanie told me that she spoke to her father yesterday. I guess she's angry with you too. That's why she came to me and not you. Did you tell your husband that Sean and I were moving in with you? How could you? I've been telling you that that's not what we want.
Well, I figured I could persuade Sean to move in. And I knew that I would have to ask Melanie to move out if Sean was moving here. I didn't think she would move out right away, though. And my husband wasn't supposed to say anything to Melanie.
It's because you're being selfish and not thinking about what everyone else in this family wants. I'm sure that your husband became impatient with you and decided to let Melanie know what you were really thinking. Melanie already knows that we have no intention of moving in with you.
Well, what about what Sean wants? What if he wants to live here with us? He would want to take care of us when we're too old to take care of ourselves.
How can you assume that? You don't know anything. I don't think Sean wants to live with you. To be honest, I'm really annoyed that you keep on pestering us to move in with you. That's all you ever talk about. I'm starting to dread even seeing you face to face out of fear that you'll force us to move in with you. Melanie is also fed up with your behavior. She wants nothing to do with you anymore. As for Sean and I, we don't plan to come to see you for some time. We need a break.
Melanie would never say that about me. You're just making things up to hurt me. She may be slightly annoyed, which is why she's siding with you now, but she'll come to her senses. I know she will.
You said that Sean was more important to you than her behind her back. She was devastated when she found out.
I didn't mean it like that. She misunderstood me. I meant to say that Sean is the older one, and as the older brother, he should be responsible for looking after us. Especially since Melanie is marrying into a new family soon.
Melanie knows that you've been nagging us to move in with you. She agreed to move in with you in the first place because she felt sorry for Sean and I. She was just trying to protect us. She was really hurt when she found out that you favored Sean over her. I can totally understand why she would feel that way.
What do you mean by that? Did you also tell her that I said her fiancé doesn't earn enough money?
I didn't say anything to Melanie. She probably found out through her father. She wasn't trying to move in with you to save money, she was just being a good daughter. She was willing to look after you if Sean and I couldn't. She's your daughter. You should have known that Melanie would do something nice like this. She has a kind heart.
I didn't mean to hurt Melanie's feelings. I really did want her to move in with us. But I figured that she'd want to move out eventually. I guess I was just trying to act strong.
It just sounds like you're making a bunch of excuses. Shouldn't you be telling Melanie this directly instead of me?
Well, Melanie won't pick up my calls. I think she's very angry with me. Would you mind telling her how I really feel?
Melanie doesn't want to talk to you or hear what you have to say to her. I also showed Sean the conversation we've been having over chat up until now. He just got home from work. I thought that he ought to know how his mother was acting.
What did Sean say?
He said he'd rather cut off all ties with his parents than divorce me.
Sean would never do that to us. Sean's my son. You're lying again. He can't abandon us.
He's going to give you a call soon to talk to you directly about this. But first, he's going to talk things over with Melanie. As for me, please don't try to get in touch with me anymore. I have nothing more to say to you. You stress me out. It's not good for my mental health. By the way, I'm pregnant with my second child.
You're pregnant? When did you find out?
Yes, I'm pregnant.
Do you know if you're having a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
That's great! Now you have more the reason to move in with us.
Since Sean's going to cut all ties with you, I don't plan on introducing my new baby to you.
You can't keep me from my own grandson. That's cruel, even for you.
See, all you care about is yourself. Hasn't it ever occurred to you that we don't want to spend a minute more with you? You're stressing me and my family out.
I'm sure we can work something out. We can come up with a plan that makes everyone happy. Could you please persuade Sean and Melanie not to be so mad at me? It's all a big misunderstanding.
You can't take back the mean things you said about everyone. You're a grown-up. You, of all people, should know that. You treated me like an outsider, and you backstabbed your own daughter. You're a terrible person.
I'm so sorry. I see how wrong that was now. Please forgive me. I didn't mean any of it. Seriously.
We're not going to forget the horrible things you said about us. How about you and your husband take care of yourselves for the rest of your lives? Don't expect to be seeing your grandchildren anytime soon. Melanie and Sean talked things over and came to a mutual decision. They both wanted nothing to do with their parents. If one of their parents got sick, they would figure out what to do when the time comes. For some reason, their father was livid with their decision. But Melanie and Sean didn't care, and they continued to ignore their parents completely. The following year, Alice gave birth to a healthy baby boy. But Alice and Sean didn't go out of their way to introduce him to his grandparents. They had the decency to send Sean's parents a Christmas card informing them of the birth of their new grandson, though. If only Sean's mother hadn't been so pushy and stubborn about Alice and Sean moving in with them, things might have turned out better for everyone. We're left to wonder whether Sean, Alice, and Melanie will ever forgive Sean's parents. Hey, is it true that Julie's coming to visit us tomorrow? Why didn't you tell me sooner? She called me a few minutes ago, but I told her I didn't know anything.
Yeah, she's coming tomorrow. So what, is there a problem?
Yeah, there's a problem. Did you forget that you promised to take Mia to the zoo tomorrow? We already bought the tickets and everything. Does this mean that you're going to take Julie instead?
Why do I have to take her? You can take her yourself. I'm gonna stay at home with my sister tomorrow. She's my baby sister and she's pregnant. I don't have time to be going to the zoo when she's due to give birth. Don't waste my time with stupid stuff like that.
If she's due to give birth, then why don't you go and visit her instead? Why make her come all this way? If she's more important to you than your own daughter, then why don't you be a little bit more considerate about her condition?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? Why should I go to her? She's coming to live with us.
Huh?
It's better for her and the baby if she gives birth in the suburbs rather than the city. So she's coming to stay with us until she finds a house here, so that she can raise the baby in a better environment.
Wait a minute. You never told me anything about that. She's coming to live with us from tomorrow, and you're telling me now?
Why do I have to tell you? It's not like I need permission to let my little sister live with us. This is my house, and I'll do what I want with it. I don't need you giving me your opinion.
Of course you do. I'm your wife, and I live here too. You can't be serious if you think that you don't have to respect my wishes. You can't just decide things like this without me. We need to decide these things together like a family should.
Alright, so what? You're saying that Julie just shouldn't have her baby? That she should have an abortion? You're jealous because Julie's younger and prettier than you, and because everyone likes her and not you. So you want to deny her a place to stay? You should be ashamed of yourself, Hazel.
What? When did I even say that? Why would you even think that's how I feel about Julie? You've gone above twisting my words. All I said is that you should have let me know that you were planning on inviting your sister to stay with us and asked me how I feel about it. I think anyone would be angry if their husband or roommate suddenly invited someone to stay with them long-term without telling them.
No, that's just you. You're being selfish. You're a woman, so you should understand prioritizing pregnant women. Why can't you just be a little more welcoming? I bet that you're the type of woman who complains when nobody gives up your seat in the transport when you're pregnant, but then never gives your own seat up, huh?
Where on earth did that come from? Are you seriously trying to lecture me about putting pregnant women first? You're not listening to me at all. If Julie's pregnant, then of course I'm wishing her a safe pregnancy and a happy new life with her baby. But this is completely different. You're talking about letting your sister live with us, but she's pretty much a stranger to me. I haven't spoken to her much, and I've hardly ever met her.
Shut up, what's so different about it? You're jealous of her, so you're not happy to welcome her into our home? Fine. I've had enough, there's no point in talking to you about this. You know, this is why my family hates you. None of them like you, if you didn't notice. Maybe if you put a little more effort into being thoughtful and treating other people with a little more care, they'd be happy to accept you into our family. But this is what we get.
Oh, look who's talking. You don't care about how I feel about your little sister moving in. And about Mia being sad that you're not going to take her to the zoo. You don't know the first thing about treating other people with care. Anyway, what does it mean that James is going to live with us as well?
Of course he is, he's the baby's dad. Why would he come with her?
All right. Have you met him before?
I've never met him, but if Julie's decided to be with him, then that must mean he's a great guy. I trust her judgment completely. There's nothing to be worried about. We're lucky to be able to live with the both of them. You should be happy with my decision, too.
I haven't heard many good things about him from your parents, though. Are you really sure about letting him live with us? I get that you want to help your sister, but he's a complete stranger. You've got to think about this.
Do you really have to complain about every little thing I do? Why can't you just keep quiet and do as I say? Whatever. If you're not gonna accept that Julie and her husband are coming to live with us, then maybe you're the one who should leave.
What? You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not. Take Mia and get out of my house. That way you don't have to live with Julie and her husband. That's what you want, right? Go live somewhere else where you can do whatever you like, and I'll do what I like here. I don't want a jealous woman like you around bothering my little sister when she's trying to have a baby anyway.
Oh, wow. You're actually being serious.
Yeah, of course I am. I'm Julie's big brother. She's due to have a baby in a few weeks and she needs me. It's my job to be there for her when she needs me. No matter what, even if my own wife starts being self-centered and childish, I'm going to be there for my baby sister. You and Mia don't need me like my sister does, so you'll be fine by yourself, so get out! Get out for Julie's sake!
Is that all you've got to say to me?
Yeah, get out and live on the streets for all I care. Get out before you spread your germs to my precious little sister. You don't belong here anymore.
Hiya, Hazel. This is Julie. You know, Tim's little sister. Just to let you know, I decided that it would be best for me to come over today instead of tomorrow. Like, tomorrow's gonna be so hot, so... I'll see you tonight, okay? Great. What? You're coming over tonight? Yeah, we got on an earlier train because we found a cheaper ticket, and so, like, we got to the train station much faster. I'm totally tired out. So I was thinking, like, maybe you could prepare dinner for me and James. Oh, and make sure it's something really delicious. We'll be there in half an hour, so it would be great if dinner was ready as soon as we got in. Like, no pressure or anything, just... I'm really hungry, and you don't want to upset me. I'm pregnant, you know? I'm, like, so emotional. You're gonna be here in half an hour? That's gonna be a little difficult, Julie. You should have warned me. Fine. Then I'll have a bath first, and then dinner after. Simple. Do you get it? You can cook something up while I'm having some me time. Now I've warned ya. Happy, miss, you should have warned me. Ugh, you're just so annoying. I'm hungry, so I'm not gonna wait any longer for you to get moving and work on dinner for me and James, okay? Okay. Hang on a minute. Can you listen to what I'm saying for once instead of deciding things on your own? I'm having dinner with Mia right now, and if you want a decent meal, I'm gonna have to go out and buy more ingredients. That's going to take a lot longer than you think. Are you serious? Don't you have anything? Oh my god, how useless can you get? Ugh. I wasn't expecting anyone, so I don't have anything right now. If you really want me to make something while you're in the bath, why don't you just buy some stuff from the supermarket on your way here? That way, you can choose what I make for you too, without me having to guess what you might want.
Ugh, as if. You're gonna make me go and buy stuff for you? Don't you know that I'm pregnant? Why would you say something like that to me? You're like so horrible.
You mean buy stuff for yourself? I'm just asking you to buy the ingredients for the dinner you want me to make for you. I think that's only fair, especially since I didn't know you were coming to live with us until a few hours ago. Besides, you're coming with your husband, aren't you? You're not alone, so I can't imagine why it would be so hard to drop by the supermarket. It's not out of your way.
Oh, wow. Now you're gonna try to use my husband as your slave. Oh my god. You're so much ruder than I thought you would be. I mean, I thought you would be happy that we were coming to live with you, but now? I've like seen your true colors. I can't believe you're this arrogant. Ugh. I am so not surprised that everyone hates you. Like, really hates you. You don't know how much our family hates you. They never wanted Tim to marry you, you know. Now I know why.
You're calling me arrogant? You and your brother are so alike. You don't realize when the things you say come bouncing back to you. Fine. Then how about I make something stir-fried? It's the quickest thing I can make with the stuff I've got in the fridge.
Really? You're gonna make something stir-fried? Yeah, it's quick, but it's like so poor. I want something healthy. I'm pregnant, you know? I need something good for this baby, not cheap. I'm coming all this way to stay with you guys, so why don't you get sushi or something? It's so much healthier and doesn't have as many calories too. I mean, I get that some people might not like sushi, but you should take care of your weight too. Like, you shouldn't just let go when you get married, right?
All right, then will you be satisfied if I order some sushi? I'll phone a place I know, so do you have anything in particular that you want?
Oh my god, sushi was just an example. You don't actually have to order sushi. Seriously, can't you, like, think for yourself? I thought you were a little smarter than that, Hazel. Oh, I know. I bet that you're really bad at your job, too. I'm right, aren't I? I'm always right.
Alright, well, I've thought about it, and I think sushi is the best way to go, so I'm gonna order sushi.
Oh, you're really bad at this, aren't you? You can't even make one decision on your own. Can't you be a little more thoughtful? Just to warn you, James is really picky about his sushi, like, down to the last grain of rice picky. We only eat brown rice, and it's gotta have avocado and no cream cheese. If there's anything wrong with the sushi, James is gonna be like super mad. Like totally out of his mind mad. You don't want to deal with James when he's angry, so I really suggest you take care not to annoy him. Especially since you're already annoying me, which is like, but I'm an angel.
Is that so?
Is that all you have to say? Ugh, you're so boring.
Anyway, we'll be there soon, so have something ready for us, Kay? Oh, yeah, and don't forget to get the bath ready for me. I don't want to just soak in a dirty bath after you've used it, so make sure you give it a good clean. Like, a really good clean.
Can't you make her shut up? I'm getting a headache from all the noise. I'm trying to sleep over here, so get Mia to stop crying already.
Why do you think she's crying? She's upset that you're not going to take her to the zoo tomorrow, even though you promised you would take her out. It's the first time you've promised to have a full day with her, and she was really looking forward to it, so of course she'd start crying. Besides, I was the one that had to tell her because she was asking if Julie was going to come with us. Why don't you come out and apologize to her and explain why you're not going to take her to the zoo? I can't believe you. How can you sleep at a time like this?
Why should I care? I'm staying home with my little sister tomorrow, so you take her to the zoo instead. I don't get why I have to take her when you have time to take her yourself.
Because she wants to spend some time with you. She wants to have a fun day out with her daddy. If you don't understand that, then I'll leave, just like you told me to, and never come back. I'm going to give Mia the happiness she deserves. She doesn't deserve to be disappointed by you like this.
What? Are you actually being serious? You're gonna leave?
Yeah, I'm being serious. Why would I stay with a man that can't make some time for his own little girl? I don't want to see Mia crying like this anymore. It's best for her if she just forgets about you. I've already prepared the divorce papers, so make sure you sign them tomorrow morning before I leave with Mia. I'm not spending one more night at this house.
Do what you like, but I'm warning you, once you leave, you can't come back. I'm not helping you even if you come begging for me to take you back.
Sure, I'm absolutely fine with that. I hope you understand that the same goes for you too. No matter what happens with those two, don't come calling to me. I hope you get on well with your new roommates.
Yeah, I will. It's my first time meeting James, but he really is a nice guy. I think we'll all get along just fine. He can hold his liquor, and we have the same interests, too. I think I'm gonna have a lot more fun living with these two than I ever did with you and Mia. You and Mia will just get in the way here, so you're right. It's best that you leave and never come back.
That's what I was planning to do. So, you accept the divorce?
Yeah, it's the best idea you've ever had. Hey, Hazel, you can come back now.
Excuse me?
You've had plenty of time to reflect on what you did, so I'll let you come back if you apologize to me and my sister.
I'm sorry, what? What do I have to apologize for? You really think I'm coming back? That's hilarious. I don't have any intention on getting back together with you. Mia and I are so much happier without you.
What? But you were the one who was asking me if I was being serious when I told you to leave. Now I'm saying that you can come back, so you should be happy.
I was shocked that you told me to leave, but once I saw how upset Mia was about the zoo, I decided for myself that it was best that we leave, and that hasn't changed. If anything, I was happy that I was given the chance. I feel so much better now that we're away from you, and Mia no longer has to get her heart broken by you. And it's the best thing I ever did. I managed to get away from a self-centered ass like you, and away from that childish, selfish bully of a little sister. I still don't even know what kind of person that James guy is, but I could sense that he was troubled the second he walked through our door. It was the right choice for me to separate you and those two from Mia. I don't know what might have happened to her if we stayed with you.
Hey, you don't want to go that far. Don't insult me just because you found an apartment out of state and think you're safe. Don't get ahead of yourself, Hazel. Anyway, I'll forget what you said, so just hurry and come back. You're lucky I'm even giving you this chance.
I'm not coming back, Tim. There's nothing you can say to convince me to get back together with you. Anyway, why are you so bent on getting me back? You're the one that wanted me out and wanted to live with your little sister. What changed?
I don't have any money, so please come back. I've told you the truth, so will you just come back? How much more do you want me to beg?
You want me to come back because you don't have any money? You've got to be joking. Why should I care about your financial situation? We're not married anymore. Deal with it yourself.
It's not my fault. Julie and James were supposed to pitch in with the bills and stuff. That's what we decided when they moved in. But it's just that, well, James wasn't so happy with that idea.
Huh, I knew it. Do you remember me asking you if you had met him before you offered to let him live with us? But you said that you trusted Julie's judgment, remember? I knew that he wasn't the type to go out and work for himself. He's much too arrogant and too aggressive to be able to cooperate in a work environment.
I know I was stupid. I wanted to hit myself for not realizing what kind of guy he was sooner. I really do regret letting him stay with us. But that's why I'm asking you for help. Why can't you understand that?
So, what kind of person did he turn out to be?
In the beginning, he was a great guy, friendly, generous. He was kind of rough and, brutish. But he didn't seem like a bad guy. He was growing on me. But the more time passed, the more he changed, or the more that he was acting like his usual self more like. He was talking down to me a lot and spending most of his time sleeping around the house. I was kind of getting really scared of him.
Oh, really?
But that was still, I could overlook that. It's just recently he's been bringing his friends around without telling me. It's some really big, strong-looking guys. I met some of them when I came home from work the other day, and I found out that he's part of a gang. They've been coming and going whenever they want because James gave them a spare key to the house. He made the keys without even asking me. The house has become their base of operations or something. There's always someone here.
He's part of a gang? Well, I'm not surprised.
Listen to me, Hazel. I tried to get away in the middle of the night. I planned it and everything. I worked out what times that James would definitely be sleeping, but he found me. I was so scared that he might do something to me, but he told me that I had to fund their activities if I wanted to be forgiven. They're watching me day and night so that I can't escape. I don't know what to do. I don't have the kind of money that they're asking for. How's Julie doing? Does she know what's happening? She's working with them! She's threatening me for money too! They were planning on doing this all along. She told me that the only reason she wanted to live with me was because she needed money. They've taken over the house. You've got to help me. I can't handle living with this anymore.
I don't have any obligation to help you. Especially not after what I've had to suffer with you. I don't have any intention of giving you any money just so you can hand it over to Julie and her husband. You've got to do something about it by yourself. You were saying that you would do anything for your precious little sister, remember? That's why you told us to get out. So, why don't you go ahead and do that?
Well, yeah, I said that, but I didn't know what she was up to. I wouldn't have said that if I knew that she was gonna try and use me for money.
Why should I care? We're strangers now. I don't have to help you. You're the one that told me not to come begging for help once I left. I have to prioritize Mia and her happiness, so I'm not going to help you when it's obvious that they're just going to keep asking you for money. I don't want you calling me anymore, do you understand? You don't have any right to bother me.
Hey, wait a second, just hear me out. Please, you've got to lend me some money, just a couple $100.
No way. Use your own money, or find a way to earn more.
Julie's pregnant. Can you really ignore us when we're in trouble? How heartless can you be? It's not the baby's fault that Julie and James can't earn any money for themselves. Don't you feel sorry for the baby? It's gonna be born into a house that's been taken over by some gang. I'm only staying so I can help the baby. It doesn't deserve to live like this. Only we can help the baby, so lend me some money, Hazel.
How do you plan on saving a baby that doesn't even exist?
What are you talking about? Of course it exists. It's gonna be born soon. It's gonna need me to save it.
But Julie's not pregnant, is she?
What?
I knew from the beginning. You must have thought that you had me deceived, but I knew. A few days before she moved to our place, I saw her. I happened to see her in town when I was shopping, and she was not pregnant. She didn't have a baby bump. But that same week, you told me that she was due to have a baby in a few weeks. It sounded fishy, and I thought you were being ridiculous on purpose.
You mean you couldn't see her baby bump because she was wearing baggy clothing, right?
No, I mean, she didn't have a bump. The clothes she was wearing showed that she had a very slender waist. It was just a few days before she came to our house, so she should have had a pretty major bump, but she didn't. Besides, no matter how baggy the clothes are, you can't completely hide a bump when you move around. And I don't know if you've forgotten, but I've been pregnant before. When she came to our house, she had a cushion or something stuffed down her shirt. It was so obvious that it wasn't a real baby bump. I guess she doesn't understand yet that babies are actually pretty heavy when they're in your stomach. I knew that they were up to no good when they came, and I knew that you were cooperating with them to get me and Mia out of the house.
I can't believe you. You actually knew? Yeah, that's what we were planning in the beginning. I thought up a way to get you to leave with Julie and James, and we were gonna work together. We were gonna start a company together from this house. I thought that we were all going to make an effort to earn money to start that company, but everything changed.
That's how they convinced you to let them live with you? It's hilarious that you managed to get tricked by that.
After you left, they completely changed. They started spending more time in the house with their friends while I went to work to earn money. Then they started asking me for money and they didn't put any money into the house. I've been surrounded by gang members, people that I don't know for the past few weeks. They're always watching me, making sure that I go back home and go to work. They've taken over my bank account.
But that's all your own fault. I told you to rethink letting them stay with us. Anyway, I've had enough of hearing about your sob story. The only thing I've got to say is that I told you so. Goodbye, Tim!
What? Wait a minute, you can't be serious! Hazel, please answer the phone just this once. I need to talk to you. Please, I don't have anywhere else to turn. No one else will help me.
Sure, I'll listen. But I'm only doing it to laugh at how stupid you were. Don't expect anything else.
Really? Finally. The truth is I managed to get out of the house and I'm on the run right now. But there are some guys after me. You've got to hide me at your house.
You're being dramatic, Tim. But Mia's here, so I can't let you in if you got some gang members after you. I'm not risking Mia's safety for you. I'm not giving you our address.
I'm not being dramatic, it's true. I've got proof of the illegal stuff that they've been doing. I found something a few days ago and managed to smuggle it out. They've been using that house as a base for their crimes. They've been selling some stuff.
Whatever, I don't want to know. Why don't you go to the police? You can get them out of your house by having them arrested. If you've got proof, then it'll be easy.
I'm an accomplice and I'll be arrested with them. How can I get rid of them without going to jail? No, I already know how I'm going to use this as evidence, okay? I'll use it to make a deal with them. They won't be able to say no to anything I have to offer. That's why I need you to let me stay with you, so that I can have more time to prepare before I make my deal with them. Please, otherwise they'll catch me before I can fight back.
Fine. Then come to the address I'm going to send to you.
Hazel, thank you. I owe you a lot. I am so lucky having you. Hey, what are you doing? Why did you run away? Hey, give me back those documents! I need them to make my deal with the gang! Give them back! What are you planning to do with them?
I'm going to take this to the police. If I do that, you, Julie, and James will all be arrested, and I won't have to worry about anything. Mia and I will live happily ever after.
Are you gonna betray me?
You're the one that betrayed me first. Don't you understand that? Maybe you should put a little more effort into being thoughtful and treating other people with a little more care. If you did that, then maybe people would be more willing to offer you a helping hand. After that, I took the documents I had stolen from Tim to the police and helped them with their investigation. The documents provided the police with evidence that the gang Julie and James were involved with were linked to all sorts of fraud and cons that had been committed in the area. Julie, James, and Tim, as well as a few dozen other gang members, were all arrested in the days following. Everyone, excluding Tim, had been charged with other offenses, so they were all dealt jail sentences almost immediately. Tim was given a suspended sentence of a couple of years, but ended up going to prison anyway. As for me, I regained the rights to the house I had been forced out of and decided to renovate it before putting it on the market. Once Tim was out of prison, he didn't have any money or a place to stay. He couldn't return to the old lifestyle he used to enjoy and had to work day and night to return the money he owed. But he soon lost hope in working like an honest person and started gambling, betting the little money he had on making a fortune. He ended up addicted and began to commit crimes to fund his gambling. I don't know exactly what for, but I hear that he's back in jail. Mia and I are living peacefully in a new home in a new neighborhood using the money I got from selling the old house. I've learned an important lesson about choosing wisely when I pick who to be friends with and who to spend the rest of my life with. And I hope that I can continue to protect and raise Mia into a good person and teach her how to choose honest, trustworthy people as her friends as well.